Here we go, Steelers Nation.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. You're live at the Steelmatic Network with Chi Honda. Live at the Steelmatic Network with Chi Honda. Like, share, subscribe. Episode 33, week 9 on the road versus the Commanders. How y'all doing today, man? I appreciate y'all being in here with me today. Like, share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe. Hit that Cash App Steelmatic 001. Steelmatic 001. I'm your host, G Honda. How y'all doing today? Appreciate y'all being in here with me today, man. I appreciate y'all being here with me today, man, on this fine Friday, end of the week, end of the work week. I know y'all out there, y'all grinding, y'all trying to get the week out the way, trying to knock it out. But, man, I appreciate y'all being in here with me today, man, on this fine Friday, man. Week 9, going into this heavyweight week versus the Commanders on the road, game of the week. You know, because the standards, and the standard is the standard, and the Steelers gonna stand on business. That's what they do. Steelers 6-2, Commanders 7-2 in Washington in the Capitol Hill. Man, it's gonna be a gonna be all the above. Just make sure you tune in and tune in Sunday at 1 o'clock slot. That 1 o'clock slot for that is gonna be that in the morning. But man, I appreciate y'all being here with me today, man, on this Friday, man. Appreciate y'all being here, man. You know, y'all subscribe, help grow this channel, help get past that 500 mark so we can monetize the channel, grow the channel. As you can see, we growing, and I'm growing the network, and everything's growing. And you know, I couldn't do it without y'all support, man. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all being here with me today, man. Appreciate y'all being here with me. We got in the building, who we got in the building, who got in the building today. Trey, what's good, my brother? What's good, my brother? What's good with my brother? Like, share, subscribe. Yeah, appreciate y'all being here with me today. Hit that one in the chat if you can hear me. Put that one in the chat if you can hear me. Put that one in the chat if you can hear me. Appreciate y'all being here with me today, man. Appreciate y'all being here with me today. Put that one in the chat if you can hear me. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Appreciate y'all being here with me today. Trey, salute my brother. Salute my brother. Appreciate you being in here with me, brother. Salute to you. Salute to you, man. Appreciate you being in here with me, brother. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We gonna cook. We gonna cook. Yes, sir. Who else we got in the building? Shout out. Kate. How you doing today, Kate? TGIF. TGIF. Happy Friday to you. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. What you got? What you got? What's up, man? Good to catch a live stream. Appreciate your powerful Steel City. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's what we do. The standard is the standard, and it's our job. It's my job to uphold that standard. Steelers going into Washington 6-2. However, we got to take care of business on the road, and we're going to do just that. Absolutely. Appreciate you being here, Kate. Appreciate you being here, Kate. Going to be a powerful Steel City victory this week. Absolutely. It's well earned. Well earned, but we're going to earn it in blood, sweat, tears, grass, and everything else. Believe that. Believe that. Absolutely. Absolutely. Appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate y'all. Y'all hit that like button. Hit that like button on the way in. Appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate y'all being here, man. Absolutely. Appreciate y'all being here, man. Y'all like, share, subscribe, hit that Cash App, Steelmatic001, Steelmatic001. Help me grow the channel. Help me get past that 500 mark so we can get monetized out here in these YouTube streets. So SBC and Caught Before the Horse don't get all the chicken, steak, potatoes, man. They just want to give me pork and beans and bologna. But nah, SBC, we getting some YouTube chicken too. We gonna get some YouTube chicken too. But nah, man, salute the SBC and Caught Before the Horse, man. You know, absolutely. Salute to them boys. Appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate y'all being in here with me. So let's get to the Thursday night matchup from last night. I'm not one to laugh in nobody's pain, but yeah, sometimes when you do it to yourself, it's kind of comical. But you know, it happens. Just ask the Falcons against the Patriots in the Super Bowl. But Thursday night matchup, let's get into it. Let's cook. So we had the Bengals and the Ravens Thursday night. We had the Bengals and the Ravens Thursday night. So Joe Burrow and the Bengals in company. Joe Burrow, they went into Baltimore last night. Joe Burrow, he went 34 for 56 passing on 428 yards passing. Brown had one rushing touchdown, which he was 13 carries, 42 yards. However, Chase Brown had 3 receiving touchdowns. Shout out to Chase. Shout out to Jamar Chase. Jamar Chase, LSU, Louisiana royalty. Salute. He had 11 receptions for 264 yards with 3 receiving touchdowns. 3 receiving touchdowns. Hudson had 1 receiving touchdowns on 6 receptions for 42 yards. But that did not stop the Ravens, as Ravens fought back gallantly. They fought back tremendously. With Lamar Jackson, he had 25 passes for 33, 290 yards reception. I'm sorry, excuse me. Lamar Jackson, he had 25. He was 25 for 33 passing on 290 yards passing. 4 TDs. Henry had 1 rushing touchdown, in which he was 16 carries for 68 yards running. He had a receiving touchdown, receptions for 115 yards receiving. And Mark Andrews, he had 6 receptions for 68 yards receiving and 1 touchdown. Rashad Bateman, he has 6 receptions for 54 yards and 1 receiving touchdown. Also, Nelson Aguilar, he had a receiving touchdown, which he had 1 reception for 6 yards receiving. And the Ravens come back and fight back, hold off the Bengals, 35-34. 35-34, Ravens hold off the Bengals at home. Absolutely. Absolutely. When y'all hit that like button on the way in. Hit that like button on the way in, man. I appreciate y'all being here. Hit that like button on the way in. Help me get these likes up. Help me get the channel up. So we got the injury report. Steelers injury report. So we know Justin Fields, he's been battling nagging injuries, which he as the backup. He's been out with a hamstring injury. Ben Skronik, our wide receiver, he's been dealing with a shoulder issue. But yeah, both of them, they was full participants in practice. Safety Terrell Edmonds, he's been battling the illness this week. However, he did not practice. Tyler Matavich, Tyler Matavich, he's been battling the hamstring, but he was a full participant in practice. Nick Herbig, shout out Nick Herbig, our essential linebacker. He's been limited this week with the hamstring. Zach Frazier, shout out to Zach Frazier, one of our essential offensive line pieces. Rookie Zach Frazier has been battling an ankle injury. However, he was a full participant in practice this week. Isaac Samalu, he's a resting veteran. He did not practice. Cordell Patterson, he's been a full participant battling the ankle injury. McCole Pruitt is game time decision, as well as Cam Hayward, been resting all week. A resting veteran. Cam Hayward been with us since 2010 out of Ohio State. He's a resting vet. But all prepared and expected to go on Sunday. Who else we got in the building? What you got, Kate? Lamar's truly Lamarvelous. I have to admit, but he doesn't have the steel curtain or George Pickens, and I think Mike Williams will do great things at Pittsburgh Steelers. Got it all. Yeah, we got some essential pieces. We got a lot of promise, and I just think that makes all the more better for a solid matchup. Being that Ravens are turning the curve. Granted how they started, but it's when it's AFC North football, that's exactly what it is. And they all come with it. It's never any blowouts, it's never any shutouts in any capacity. Thus you saw last night with the Ravens and Bengals. They went Bengals had them down for a second, but they stormed back. It's just how it is. But that's AFC North football for you. But definitely with that steel curtain and the emergence of Beans Bishop, aka Mr. State Property, he's going to do his thing. And definitely with Cam Sutton coming back, you're absolutely right. And George Pickens is running water. He's going to do his thing. And but definitely, man, it's going to be some solid matchups. We're going to see a solid performance Sunday. And we're going to get into that more and more a little bit later down the line in the show. But definitely, Lamar Jackson, he was epic last night. Joe Burrow as well. Both of them, they came out and they did their thing. It was great football across the board. minus them blowing the lead. 20 minus them blowing that 21-7 lead. That was a great game last night. Great game last night. Absolutely, Kate. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Man, next thing I want to get into, man, I want to salute the ownership and the supporting cast of the Washington Commanders. I want to salute and shout out the supporting cast of the Washington Commanders. Owner of the Washington Commanders, Josh Harris. Josh Harris. Josh Harris, he has an ownership group. He of course y'all may know he purchased the Commanders for 6.5 billion last year. He purchased the Commanders from Zack Snyder for 6.5 billion last year, and of course he has many ties to other organizations such as the Sixers, the NHL, as well as other teams as well. But it's just amazing. It's just amazing. Not to take away nothing from Zack Snyder in his, what he did as an ownership and or what he did not do. But it's just amazing when you get new ownerships, you see, the leaps and bounds and the curves turned. It's just amazing that the adjustments and the progress that you see upon new ownership, upon new direction, upon new enforcement. And that's just what the Commanders did. It's just they seen the light of new revival, and they're making great strides. They're making great strides, and I just want to send a huge shout out to them. And them acquiring, bringing in Kyle Kingsbury. Kyle Kingsbury, former quarterback for the Cardinals, played in the league, know what it takes to um, excel. A former quarterback for the Arizona Cardinals and a former coach as well. And of course, uh, LSU Heisman Trophy winner Jaden Daniels, coming in as a rookie, doing his thing, leading the Commanders and just leading them to a good start on a good season. They're 7-2, one of the best records Washington's has ever had, and one of the better teams that they ever had as well, if I may say. But I definitely want to send a huge shout out to that owner, Josh Harris, and doing a great thing. And it's just great to see. When the ownerships and teams properly build a franchise, the money's gonna be there. The money's always gonna rake in. So that way, it's just not a money grab. It's just not something to where you're robbing the fans or you just coming in just profiting off the revenue share off concessions and ticket sales. But when you properly build the team, properly build the franchise, understood business, but you build around the franchise so it can sustain years and years on down the line. And it's great to see franchises like the Commanders and the Lions. They made those adjustments, ownership, etc., and now they're prospering. Amazing, right? But that's definitely great to see. Definitely a great thing. Definitely a beautiful thing to see. I know their city is going to benefit off of it. I know the businesses was definitely going to build and benefit off of that as well. Great thing, very great thing. Salute, and shout out to the Washington Commanders. Now that we got that out the way, y'all know how I do. What we got? Shout out, Kate. What you got, Kate? Classy move to shout out the Commandos. Man, I appreciate that. And yeah, they have gotten a huge breath of fresh air with the new ownership plus picking up Jaden Daniels. Different team now, respect. Oh, absolutely. I got the utmost respect for, businesses and franchises turning things around, because that's what it's about. Tides turn, and a lot of times it's for the better. Majority of the times it's for the better. But like we've seen previously, like like take for instance like Detroit when they had Matt Stafford and Calvin Johnson. I mean, they had that huge lump sum of money that they can liquidate and pay Matthew Stafford and Calvin, but Matt getting the bigger end, of course. But them being basically a circus show with Calvin Johnson and whatnot. I mean, it was a farce, but at the same time, understanding that who you had in the seat and who you had um, for the powers that be to, just worrying about revenue shares and bringing in those profits. I mean, because honestly, if you wanted to properly build, you could have, and then not only that, you could have, preserved, a lot of those folks for, additional years and additional time to come. And but like I said, you take the good with the bad, but it's definitely great to see them make that transition. Got new ownership, got new affiliates, and you see the result of that. But definitely, I respect that to the fullest. I really respect that to the fullest. Because it goes both ways. But it's good to see them on the winning side. Absolutely, Kate. Now that's going to be a five-star matchup. That's going to be a solid matchup nonetheless on Sunday at 1 p.m. Possible well game of the week, if I must say so myself, because it's a must-win for both. Because after that we have divisional play, but not looking past them nonetheless. Going on the road. They are 4-0 at home, and we're looking to steal the show. Point blank. Period. We're looking to steal the show. And how we do and well, I'm not even gonna say how we do it, but I ain't, that's a lie. I am gonna say how we do it because it ain't no secret because we know the recipe. TJ Watt wrecking shop. Absolutely. Absolutely. TJ Watt gonna do his do. He gonna do his just bid. He's like running water. It's gonna be there. It's gonna be there. Put in the pot like gumbo. It's gonna be there. So I mean, if TJ White gets to that Jaden Daniels multiple times, and granted, I don't want them to hurt Jaden Daniels like I love for Jaden Daniels. Shout out to LSU. You know, don't want them to hurt Jaden Daniels, man. But let's be real, the steel curtain is coming. The steel curtain is coming. Your house is covered, insurance is paid, cause the curtains is there. Mm. Oh yes, for sure. But no, but that still curtain is coming. T.J. Watt, Highsmith, Pat Queen, Peyton Wilson, Landon Roberts, the unsung hero, Landon Roberts, the unsung hero. They coming. They coming. Dion could be coming. He could bring his Louis, but we bringing our Fendi. It's just as valuable. But DC Capitol Hill is gonna be it's gonna be on. It's gonna be on. And TJ Watt, he's definitely gonna bring the heat. He's gonna bring the smoke. All the above. And if TJ Watt can get, if they can, I'm gonna break it off like this. If we have anywhere near the performance, and it's going to be a very competitive game, but if we have anywhere near the performance that we've had versus the Jets, yes, it's going to be an early day. It's definitely going to be an early day. But like I said, from start to finish, it's gonna be a high level performance from start to finish. With TJ Watt, he gonna come in and do what TJ Watt do. I think if he gets to Jaden 3+ times, well, of course they're gonna put that double team on him, and they're playing at home, so they're gonna have all the home field advantages and whatnot. So, but definitely gonna hold up and open more holes for Highsmith Queen and the rest of the game. And then for sure, secondary is gonna definitely show up and make that do what they do. Secondary is gonna show up and make it do what they do because Dante Highsmith, Beans, Bishop State Property, and company, they gonna do their thing. And of course, Cam Sutton's back, and he gonna do what he do. But basically, I mean, it's definitely gonna be a great matchup. Great matchup. But if we have anywhere near the matchup we had against the Jets, it's definitely gonna make for a short day, for sure. Who we got in the building? Shout out Rose. Shout out Rose. Rose, how you doing today? Rose, how you doing today? Doing good, doing good. Having a productive day. Happy Friday. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. What you got? I think I missed the UFC showing yesterday. No, you don't think you missed. You did miss the show. You did miss the show, and I was hurt. Rose, I was hurt. I was hurt. I was mad. I was sad, and all the above. You hurt my feelings. I don't appreciate it because you wasn't there, Rose. I'm messing with you, Rose. How you doing today? Appreciate you being here, Rose. Appreciate you being here. Now, I appreciate you being here, man. Definitely hit that replay gang, man, and hit it should be available in the playlist, man. Just hit that replay gang, man. I know as a lot of people did, hit that replay gang and catch up on that one. Great show nonetheless. But no, definitely gonna be a 5-star matchup with TJ Watt coming into town. And but definitely going to be some be like I said, be a great matchup. Of course, TJ Watt, he's gonna bring it. He's gonna get to Jaden Daniels. He's gonna touch Jaden Daniels, time a couple times. Their run game is solid. They're gonna show up. They're gonna be high level. They're gonna be at home. So they are definitely going to come to show out for the Capitol Hill. Absolutely. But another thing that they're gonna have to press upon, Najee Harris, our run game. Najee Harris, Cordell Patterson, Jalen Warren, our run game. As you well know, if you watch that Baltimore game, Derrick Henry exposed them. Derrick Henry ran the muck on them. He did. He did. And as you well know, Najee Harris, I ain't comparing Najee to Derrick Henry. No, I'm not. I'm giving Najee Harris his own lane and his own flowers. So you know what Najee Harris do. Najee Harris coming off of 3 rushing 100-yard games in a row. So put some respect on Najee Harris' name. Put some respect on Najee Harris' name. Absolutely. Najee Harris gonna come in and do his thing. He's gonna, if he gets 100 plus, it's dead in the water. Game over. Game over. But Najee gonna come in and do what Najee do, and Najee gonna be consistent. Najee gonna run that thing. If Najee gets a seam, if Najee gets one gap, it's done. It's over. It's over. Period. Straight like that. Because Najee, he's a gamer, and that's what Najee does. But not only Najee, but the rest of the run core. Jalen Warren, Cordell Patterson, all of them couple that could catch passes out the backfield and catch passes off the edge, with the Broderick Jones blocking, with Mount Washington blocking, and definitely we can make some more things happen, of course. What you got, Rose? I got home around 5 and realized I had forgot something. Yeah, Rose, you did. You think, Rose? You think, Rose? Rose, I'm disappointed in you, Rose. I'm disappointed in you, Rose. I'm disappointed in Rose. Rose, I was trying to have a good weekend. I saw you wasn't here yesterday, Rose, and that messed up my day. I'm disappointed. Rose, I'm disappointed. Nah, I'm messing with you, Rose. Oh, man. What you got, Kate? Najee is his own thing. You're right to give him his own lane. He's a one of one. I can't be the only one that see this. I can't be the only one it's obvious. He's a one of one by my count for sure. Anybody that's been following, man. I'm a huge advocate for Najee, man. Najee, especially him not getting his extension and Najee being his own. But not that I need to, because his numbers, his track record speaks for itself. His production speaks for itself. I mean, he comes in, he's dominant, he's a gamer, and game after game, he just does not disappoint. I mean, he's just not disappoint. He does his thing for sure. But yeah, they don't come in. They need to get that running game, establish the run, and of course, they got to win those possession downs. Move the chains. Of course, convert third downs, and definitely on the road, it's going to be tough. But they have to get it done and get it in. But the rank that's where it starts with the rank game. That's where it starts. And I just think Russ is I'm sorry, I think Najee is definitely gonna have a huge advantage, and especially controlling the clock, controlling, you know, wearing down that pass rush and that defense. And I think that's gonna play an essential piece to a W for the Steelers. For sure. Another asset, Russ the Pickens combo. Russ the Pickens combo. Um, so I would imagine, right, if you saw that, of course all y'all will have seen that they've acquired Mike Williams from the Jets for a fifth round pick in the next draft, and they've acquired Preston Smith, linebacker out of Green Bay, for a seventh round pick. And Mike Williams, expected to play, crafted receiver, who can perform, who can very well can perform, and that's a gamer, but has been plagued with injuries, but is expected to come in and create um diversions, if you will, diversions, and for which is complimentary play for CA3 and Pat Fry move to, you know, not come in and take over or be a star of any sort, but to be to liaise effectiveness for the supporting cast. So if you will, I mean, Mike Williams, he come in, make those, help move the a chain mover, and make plays. So, but nothing spectacular. Definitely an asset to the receiving core, and which is going to play a intricate part in things opening up for this Russ and Pickens combo, and that being we seeing more and more of those combos coming to life from Russ and Pickens. Him getting more receptions, Fry move possibly getting more receptions as he should. $50 million worth to my calculation. And of course, Mount Washington getting, as you seen on the thumbnail, but I'm gonna get on that a little later. Mount Washington. But definitely open up things for the receiving core, because as we've seen, it's no reason why we shouldn't effectively score on every possession down, score in the red zone, and convert those third downs consistently. But I think this is a key step to doing so, and seeing us seeing a drastic turn on those numbers and in those percentiles, and us building for this second half of the season. What you got? What you got, Kate? I got the StreamYard app, man, but I'm in a cabin wood situation this weekend, and my service isn't good. Oh, it's all good. It's all good. It is all good. It is all good. It is all good. I kind of have that same thing over here. I'm over by a lot of trees over here in Charlotte, and then I'm on the coast, so that wind and rain blow towards that cell tower. It gets froggy, and I understand, Kate. I understand. Absolutely. I'm gonna try to incorporate them more and more, because I like to get insight and feedback from y'all, man. I appreciate y'all rocking with me, and y'all give amazing feedback and insight, and I love it. I appreciate y'all being here. Appreciate y'all being here. Absolutely. But yeah, this Russ and Pickens combo, I think that's gonna come alive more and more. I think that Like I said, I think CA3 and Mike Williams is definitely going to open the pot more for this combo to be more effective and come alive. I mean, I thought it was more so CA3, Calvin Austin the third, getting more of those deep balls and those deep being more of a deep threat per se. As he should, since he's darn near faster than everybody. Like I said, I believe he has that Deshaun Jackson type speed. Deshaun Jackson that played for the Eagles back in the day, infamous for that kick return touchdown. Uh, a speedster, if you will. So, I mean, I just think Mike Williams was a great acquisition. I think he's definitely gonna make plays for us. Um, and whole complimentary to that George Pickens wide receiver matchup because George Pickens, I mean, honestly, he could beat you going across the middle, across the slot, across the shallow cross, on the curl. Yeah, I mean, he does what does he not do, George Pickens, right? But definitely, I think Russell to Pickens is definitely going to open up a whole lot more. We're going to see a whole lot more. Mm-hmm. What you got, Rose? I'm gonna leave a bad Yelp review. Really, Rose? Rose, oh, now you put great. Now you put great. Rose, I'm not in the blocking mood on Friday. Two things I'm not for, Rose. I'm not for blocking people on Friday, and I'm not for people getting fired on Friday, Rose. Oh, that was a type. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. That sounds about 5% believable. Out of 100%, that sounds 5% believable coming from you, Rose. Thank you very much for clarifying that for me. Rose, I was having a good day till you said that, Rose. I was having a good day till you said that. But not definitely this combo but like I said, a Russ and Pickens combo is definitely gonna play an essential piece to this matchup and especially towards that secondary. I think the Commanders just acquired Marshawn Lattimore from the Saints. But he's been battling injuries as well. So I doubt if they're gonna put him on the one-on-one feed against Pickens. Horrible idea, but if they did, that'd be a horrible idea. Um, but definitely we gonna now that for the with the acquisition of Mike Williams, we're definitely gonna see more pick rest of Pickens combinations for sure. And another one thing I wanted to brush on the Darnell Washington, as y'all seen in the thumbnail. Darnell Washington, ever since great blocker, a great asset to have on the line. Um, a, a great like I said, he's a great blocker. Definitely catching those passes outside of that rolling out to the feed. From him and when him and Russ connect on those rollouts, those are definitely great passes and great feeds that I believe that Arthur Smith needs to incorporate more and incorporate more packages with him and Fryer that way. But I see what he's doing, but more so for red zone efficiency purposes. Us scoring consistently in the red zone. So Boswell ain't got to come out and kick multiple field goals from 50 to 60-yard plus when you can move the chains on third downs consistently and also score in the red zone consistently as you should with the personnel that you have. I harped on this a many a times. Here I go again. But that's just something strongly to consider, man. I just believe that he's not working on it. He needs to get to work on it. He very well needs to get to work on it so that we can see for this second half of the season for this game, this high level game, as well as divisional play coming up next week going forward. Definitely incorporate Darnell Washington more in those red zone packages. Definitely create more pass plays for him and Frymouth. right? Because that's how the deep balls open up for Pickens, Williams, and CA3. And if anything else, you got more chain movers. Come on, Smith, get it together, man. Clean it up. Clean it up. Darnell Washington. Darnell Washington. What you got, Rose? Rose, behave yourself. Rose, behave yourself. Rose, man. Rose, why you being problematic on this Friday? Fridays are supposed to be fun days. Rose, you're being difficult. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. You did. Appreciate you, Rose. Appreciate you. What you got, Kate? I love Darnell Washington. Became a fan of his him in college. I'm so glad to see him finding his stride in Pittsburgh. Big fan of his. Oh yeah, most definitely, most definitely. Him, Broderick Jones, and George Pickens were at Georgia at the same time, if I'm not mistaken. And they won a national title together, along many others we see in the league. Excuse me. And but yeah, definitely been following him since he was at Georgia. And definitely, man, he's a proven asset. It's just that they're using him for blocking on the edge, and he's been proven a great asset for blocking and that slide protection, creating holes for Najee in the offensive line. He's been doing that greatly, so he's been doing a great job. A great job. I think they should use him more on the pass. More on the pass, to move the chains and also for the red zone downs so that, you saw he got the first touchdown of the season. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, Arthur Smith. Man, I mean, it's just like when you see things and you know football and you see things, it's like, okay, so and you're looking at a guy like Smith and he's qualified, he's been to the Super Bowl, he's coached a many a talent. I'm like, man, you can't how can you not see this, man? How can you not see this? You know, him on one side, Fry move on the other side. Red zone. One come across the other one veering out like on the rollout route or on a wheel route, should you say? Come on, man. Man, I mean, I don't see how he's not seeing that. I don't know how he's not seeing that. But nonetheless, Darnell Washington, a great Mount Washington, a great talent, man. I just hope that we keep him in Pittsburgh. And but definitely, man, great talent, man. Great talent, great acquirement, man. Definitely so. Most definitely so. Mhm. And another thing that's gonna prove essential for us, in this matchup, against Washington. Washington do a great job controlling the time of possession. So one thing we don't want to do, we don't want to get behind. We do not want to get behind playing on the road, and we don't want to let Jaden sit back there. We got to get to Jaden. We got to have him watching the game on his back. We have to put him on his back every possession, every possession. They're going to come out. They got some key pieces. Scary Terry McLaurin, Zach Ertz, uh, James Crowder. They playing the Steelers. They playing the real America's team. So they definitely gonna get up to play. Whether it's 1 o'clock, whether it's 4 o'clock, whether it's prime time, it don't matter because you playing the Steelers. You gonna come up ready to play. You saw that with every team that we've played thus far. They got up, ready to play, and what happened, what transpired, right? So be that as it may, we got to run the ball well. We got to protect the ball. We got to win those possession downs. We got to make chunk plays. We got to have splash plays. We got to get early takeaways, and we, of course, we have to maintain that time of possession. And you do that you obtain that with solid run, like we seen previously with Baltimore, and winning those possession downs and getting those chunk plays. Offensive line gonna play a key piece. Like we said, we got Isaac Samalu. He's resting. He's expected to play. Nick Herbig. I'm sorry. Zach Frazier. Shout out Zach Frazier. Zach Frazier expected to be back, and this slide protection with this line, and I mean, it's coming back. It's coming back. So those gaps. Now, if we could get good slide protection and effective slide protection from the O line, and for them to open up those gaps for Najee and Cadell Patterson, we can take care of business early and be ahead of schedule. But definitely, man, that's going to be a great thing, and definitely with the pass game as well. Um, us, winning those chunk plays and winning those possession downs in the pass, which is going to be highly competitive since they are fifth in pass defense. So that's going to be highly contested, contentious battles on there as well. But with CA3 building off this performance with um Mike Williams stepping in and Van Jefferson stepping in and making plays as well. I think that they're going to be there up for the job, and they're going to come to win those battles on the road. And of course, uh, on the defensive side, getting those early takeaways, keeping their offensive off the field because they have a solid run. They have a solid run game with Brian Robinson Jr. with Austin Eckler, and like I said, it's gonna be a high level game. It's gonna be a high level game, but like I said, we're up for the job. We're up to get those early takeaways. T.J. Watt, he's gonna be there, and Landon Roberts, Highsmith, and Queen are going to get those splash plays. They are going to be there. Hmm. What we got? What we got? What we got? Who got in the building? Who got in the building? Alex X, shout out to you, my brother. Shout out to you, my brother. Appreciate you being here. Appreciate you being here, man. Appreciate you being here, Alex X. How your Friday going, my brother? How your Friday going? How your Friday going? Hopefully you're having a productive Friday. Hopefully all y'all have the productive Friday, man. End of the week, end of the work week. Y'all had a good work week, man. Y'all had a productive work week. Absolutely, man. Absolutely, man. That's what it's about. Productivity. Progress must progress. Absolutely. But yeah, we winning this time of possession, man, and we winning those essential downs, man, especially on the road. And man, it's gonna be a tough matchup. It's gonna be a tough matchup. But just like it's funny how I thought that some of those matchups you think that it's going to be closer than what it is, but when your team and defense just show up and just show out like our defense did against the Jets and other games, but primarily versus the Jets, it kind of yeah, it kind of deads, for lack of better words, kind of deads, the allure of it being actually competitive. But that's how it happens. That's how it unfolds. That's the steel curtain for you. That is the steel curtain for you. Because we've made Mark Khan and Rooney. They've made the adjustments in free agency, and they did a great job. They did a great job. Bringing in Dante Jackson. In trade for Deontay Johnson. Um, and which that's going to be a good matchup down the line. Uh, if happens, if possible, but and with like I said, with Mike Williams, with Preston Smith on the defensive side, and just great all around things, and we're seeing them come to fruition. We're seeing them come to fruition. What you got, Rose? Right now, I'm eating pasta and listening to you. Oh, you don't seem happy. What? I mean, if anything, got to be that pasta. You probably overcooked that pasta. Probably overboiled it. I mean, what you eating? Rotini? What you eating? Pasta lasagna? Probably ain't got no sauce on it. What you eating? Pasta Alfredo? Probably too much seasoning, not enough seasoning, too much oregano. Mm. You probably overcooked it. That's probably why you're not too happy right now. Or are you eating pasta salad? Shout out to Rose. Shout out to Rose. Rasta pasta. Okay, 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 okay. Yeah. Yeah, I love me some pasta. Mhm. Pasta and salad. Absolutely. But nah, man, definitely, man, I can see us, man, going on the road, getting a win, and still in the win. It won't be easy, but if defense can make those early takeaways and get those splash plays, man, put Jane Daniel on his back, get those calls early fumbles and early turmoils and disruption, man, that's one in the hat. We can make it happen. But definitely they're gamers. They're gonna come with it. They're gonna be at home. They're 4-0 at home, and they are definitely looking to. This is a statement game for both teams. Statement game for both teams, and truly feel that going forward and prior to divisional play, this definitely going to be a telltale for both teams, and I see that it's going to be a telltale of um, triumph if one team has to play from behind, if one team has to, who can make the better adjustments, because they're going to be solid all the way around, but to see the elite of the elites, right? I mean, I could call it, and I would say it's not going to be a high scoring affair, if even, especially if we can get those early takeaways early and cause disruption, right? But my prediction: Steelers coming to town. Steelers get the win, 27-16. 27-16, Pittsburgh Steelers. I think the run is going to be too much. I think the defense is going to be too much. I think if Najee gets off early, and especially with our O line getting refortified the way that it is, and Najee and Cordell having a solid run, controlling that time possession, and keeping Jaden Daniels on the side and on his back per the defense, and TJ Watt in the company getting those early takeaways. 27-16. Yep. 27-16. Steelers get a win on the road. Mm-hmm. What you got, X? Yep, marquee matchup to yes, sir. Yes, sir. Potential game of the week. Potential game of the week. Potential game of the week. What you got, Kate? Like that score prediction, man. I concur. Steelers gonna be too much for. Yeah, I'm telling you, man. When you got gamers like TJ and Najee, yeah. But see, on their side, I mean, they got people that can move the chains. I mean, I don't sleep on Zach Ertz. He's a savvy vet. I don't sleep on Scary Terry. He's a savvy vet. James Crowder, savvy vet. I mean, they got some playmakers on their side. They definitely got some playmakers on their side, and then they got a solid run combo with Eckler and Brian Robinson. So, and they have a decent line too. So it's definitely going to be competitive, but the the ability for the steel curtain to get essential takeaways early is going to be the complexion of this game. So if Steelers get early takeaways first half, that's definitely going to change the complexity of the entire game, because and then based on predicating on Najee and Cordell having a solid run game, and Najee, let's be real, solid, Najee's definitely going to show up. Najee's definitely going to show up. But man, I surely appreciate y'all being in here with me today, man. I appreciate y'all being in here with me today, man. Y'all hit that like button, hit that like button, hit that like button for me. Man, I appreciate y'all being in here with me, man. I appreciate y'all being in here with me, man. Being in here on this Friday, TGIF Friday, man. Hopefully, y'all got some good plans for the weekend, man, besides football. You know, enjoying with the family, being inside, man. And also, man, hit those notifications, hit the like button, man. Share the content, grow the channel. Help me get past this 500 marker. Man, help me grow this channel, man. Trying to get monetized out here in this YouTube street. Cause Willie Walker and Gal Beck's trying to eat up all the YouTube chicken. And you know what I'm saying? They don't want to share none of that YouTube chicken. But nah, shout out to SBC and Caught Before the Horse. Shout out to SBC, Caught Before the Horse, Theo Coop, Do Better podcast. But nah, just trying to grow the network. And as y'all will see with the UFC content on Tuesdays and Thursdays at the 4 o'clock slot, but definitely we'll be back Monday on the 4 o'clock slot with the Steelers content and just growing the channel and just progressing with the channel. And yeah, X man, if you want to come up and cook, X, hey, you see the link in the chat. I'm gonna drop the link again if y'all want to come up and cook. For sure, man, for sure. But yeah, man, like I say, man, just trying to grow the channel and just trying to grow the channel and progress. But I'm gonna drop the link in the chat, man, if y'all want to come up and cook, man. Be 1 second. So yeah, so you should have the link. It should be in Discord as well.
I'm in here.
Shout out X. What's good with you, my brother? What's good with you?
Oh man, it's 2 o'clock over here, man. I got off early today, man. I caught you just in time, man. Good to hear you, man. Good to hear you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. How's everything on your end, man? How is it on the West Coast, brother?
Oh man, it is clear skies, man. Sunny, and it's gonna be a little cold later because it's falling into the winter. But I like the cold, man. I prefer the cold over the heat, but it's still sunny out here, man. And I'm enjoying it till it get cold. But 2 p.m. sunny, off early Friday, can't complain.
Oh man, for sure, man. I mean, I've yet to been to Cali, man, but shoot, man, I want to go over there to Calabasas around that way, man. Where it's like over there Huntington Beach and Redondo Beach around that way, man.
I ain't even been there, man. I've been to LA just once, but it was for a week, and it was a lot of fun. I don't even know I don't even know if those places you mentioned are in LA, but shoot, I like to visit them. Shoot.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's right. You up there by the Bay. You close to the Bay,
Yeah,
right?
I'm from the Bay, but I live in Sacramento. Yeah.
Right. Sacktown. Yeah. Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
man. So
What's your score
what's up?
prediction for the game?
Man, okay, so I got the Steelers going into Washington, man, taking it 27-16. I think TJ Watt and the defense gonna get some early takeaways. I think the run is gonna be too much for them, but I think Steelers gonna make some early splash plays, man. I think that our run game is just gonna be too superior for them.
You got Najee Harris, and who's the other running back?
Cordell Patterson and Jalen Warren may
Mm.
be playing.
Cordell Patterson still running tall, huh?
Oh yeah, Cordell Patterson solid now. And then check
Mm-hmm.
this out. Check this out for our O line. We got Nick Frazier coming back,
Right.
and we got because Nick Frazier gonna be at center, and we got Isaac Samalu. He gonna be playing too. So, like I said, so you saw what Derrick Henry did. So if
Hmm.
Cordell and Najee have a solid day, hey, bro, it's game over.
Right. And I feel like the Steelers and the Ravens do kind of be understudying each other. As big as rivals they are, they're like, oh, they running the ball. Should we gonna run the ball? Yeah.
For sure, for sure. I
You
mean,
know what I'm saying?
cause I mean, you got the tale of two tanks and Derrick Henry and Najee Harris. I mean,
Hmm.
Derrick Henry, he could bust through the line, but you see how Najee, you see how they be bouncing off Najee. Najee be looking like Jerome Bettis out there. The truth be told,
Yeah, he on my fantasy team. He do some work. He do some work, but I want him to do more work. But yeah, he's still doing work out there, man. He's from the Bay too. Yeah.
right, right. I mean, you can only do that, but see, you can only do as much as for what you have, and he has like, I wouldn't say, well, keep it a book. I mean, he don't have the best line, but they make do with what they have. So,
Right. Right.
when he run and they get solid blocking on the receiving core, and it's a collective effort when he runs the ball because, I mean, it's downhill from there because but when he busts it open and he get that scene, hey, that's it.
Right. Right. And that's cool. So you got 26. You got 16 to 27. Woo! That sounds like you got a game clinching like touchdown at the end, or game clinching field goal to make it a two possession game towards the end with a field goal or something like that to totally put the game out of reach late. And I can see that happening. And TJ, man, he's gonna make some plays because he knows what kind of game this is, bro. He gonna make some
Yeah.
plays
Oh, for sure.
because like it's a different energy when you see a team on the schedule with slightly a better record than you. It's a different energy. So the money is on the Steelers. If the house is with the Steelers, if you're a betting man, the house is with the Steelers. So I will take the Steelers over Washington as well. But 27-16, I'll go with more like 19-23 Steelers. Nineteen
Hey, but
twenty-three Steelers. That'll be my prediction.
okay, so oh man, you got a lot of noise back there, bro.
Yeah, I got a little traffic passing me. That's it. Yeah.
Okay, okay. But did you take into account Beans Bishop in the secondary, Cam Sutton coming back, and
Mm.
also Minka Fitzpatrick back there?
Yep.
Okay, on the front seven, you got Landon Roberts, Patrick Queen. I'm not gonna mention TJ Watt. I'm gonna leave TJ Watt. I'm taking away from TJ right now.
Right.
Okay, Highsmith, Queen, Landon Roberts. Nick Herbig's gonna be playing. Also, and then you have the secondary with Beans Bishop, who has 3 picks in 2 games.
Ooh. And that's cooking. That's cooking. That's we call that ball hawking.
Hey,
Yeah, he ball hawking.
hey, that boy
And I
good.
like that.
That boy
That boy
good.
good. That boy
That boy
good.
good. That boy good. Nah, man, but now I like the projection, man. I like the trajectory that they're going, especially and then now Mika don't have to do as much because you have right alongside him you got Deshaun Elliott, but see. And I'm gonna touch on those guys, man, because Deshaun Elliott and Landon Roberts, man, they're 2 of the unsung heroes because
Yeah,
that
they
play
get no mention.
right. And then because if you look on that play where Beans Bishop had that interception, that second interception against Aaron Rodgers,
Hmm.
Garrett Wilson had him beat, but he saw out out his peripheral, he saw Deshaun Elliott coming to light him up, and he was bro was worried. Bro, know he was gonna
He
get lit up. So
did
yeah,
he alligator arm that shit?
I mean, because if you look at the play, Garrett Wilson, he tilted the ball because he saw Deshaun Elliott coming. Deshaun Elliott be putting that pine down. Deshaun Elliott, bro, Deshaun
Mm-hmm.
Elliott hits like Ryan Clark, bro. No lie.
Yeah, he bring the wood. Pause.
Yeah, he does. He does, bro. I mean bro, man,
Mm-hmm.
golly. But nah, man, that's secondary, man. He's definitely, yeah, it's definitely fortified, man. Really, really, man. I like it, man. Then there's JPJ, Cam Sutton's back, Dante Jackson. Shout out Dante Jackson, LSU. I mean, man, we got some weapons, bro.
Yeah, y'all
I mean,
y'all are
I said
coming
20.
together. Y'all are coming together around not even great, just good quarterback play is all the Steelers really needed. Just good quarterback play. You know what I'm saying? And it is good to hear you mentioning all these players except the quarterback problem. And that's cool. So yeah, y'all coming together around the right time, mid-season, literally mid-season form. That's cool.
I mean, it really needs no mention or elaborate. I mean, because you understand what Russell come with. You understand, Russell. You know what I'm saying? He's a vet. He knows what it does. He knows what it takes. I mean,
Yeah,
and then it's there.
yeah. It's nice to have that. It's nice to have that security as like, okay, the quarterback check and move on. That's cool. That's cool.
But see, my only thing is Arthur Smith and the schematics he drawing up because he's starting to remind me of OCs of old. So, but man, I think he's formulating a little bit better, and then giving Russ the reins to kind of improv a bit, if I may say. But he needs to draw more packages for Darnell Washington for that red zone because
Mm,
bruh, Darnell Washington is 6'8", 250.
mm,
Bruh, this dude is
damn.
6'8", 2. Bruh, this dude is 6'8", 250, bruh. And I'm
When you
like,
get
bruh,
when
if
you
you put,
when you get in the red zone, yeah, you got to use all that body.
yeah. I mean, I get it. He's a great blocker. I get it. He's a great blocker, but you got to use him for that red zone efficiency, and you gonna watch that red zone efficiency skyrocket.
Hmm. But yeah,
Man, that's
you need bodies in there. Get him on the play like where he's blocking and then branch him out on the route. You know,
there
to
you
free
go.
him up.
There you go.
I think body because you got to use that if that is necessary to use, including the running game. Just speaking in general terms of the red zone, when you got bodies on there, the jumbo, not even jumbo packages, that's goal line stuff. But when you got a player that you just described to me, I might keep that dude on the field when we in the red zone. Get him blocking, get him on the route, get him on the blocking route. But yeah, I see that. I see that.
Man, hey, because I be watching that line, man, and when they slide that line and Darnell Washington, my only thing, man, Broderick Jones, man, he's making an improvement, but I just think it's gonna be more time for him, because he's not as good a blocker, but I think he's undisciplined. He's very undisciplined.
Okay. Okay.
And I believe he's a left guard. He's a left tackle, something like that. Left tackle
Ooh,
or
the
right
blind
tackle?
side. The blind side.
Uh, I- let me see. So, but
Yeah.
I'm saying, like Broderick Jones, he gets like the most penalties. Like, a lot of times he'll get beat, and it'll just be like, I'm like, don't do extra, like, horse collar or face mask. You know what I'm saying? Don't get unnecessary penalties. What it is, give us, more setback.
Yeah. If you gonna hold, make it worth it. Like, oh, you was protected a quarterback from getting his clock run. Make the penalty worth it, man. Don't just have some dumb shit on a 3rd and 8. We get a first down, but we held back because of your penalty. You know what I'm saying? I get it. I get what you're saying.
I'm saying, man, because like he just, I was like, wow, bro, you. And a lot of those matchups, man, he be having them, but he just, half a second behind, and he just, yeah. But I
Yeah.
think I think he's gonna come along okay. I think he's gonna come along okay, to be honest.
What year is he
But
in?
third year, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay. You could give him time. You know what I'm saying? You can keep giving him a chance because he's young. And I'm pretty sure those vets on the line is letting them know what we talking about too. So yeah, you can't it is fair to expect him to be better. And I think he will. In his third year, by his fifth year, he probably clean up a lot of that stuff. I think it'll still be happening, but not as often. But that depends
Hmm.
on that depends on what Tomlin is seeing. Because I trust Mike Tomlin. And I'm pretty sure melanated as Mike Tomlin is, he see what you talking about too. So
Mm.
yeah,
Bro, for sure, for sure. Because all of them,
yeah,
remember, all of them came in right about the same time. Broderick, Darnell, and George Pickens. All of them played at Georgia probably about the same time frame, give or take a year or two, maybe. Um,
right.
but like, I think they was on the same national title team together, if I'm not mistaken.
Who he win
At
nationals with?
Georgia.
Oh,
No, Georgia
George.
University.
He's a bulldog.
Yeah, all three of them went to Georgia. George Pickens,
Oh
Broderick Jones, and Darnell Washington. Yeah.
yeah, just off reputation of Georgia alone. Yeah, keep the kid in there. See what happens. Yeah,
Yeah, man.
them Georgia boys been panning out better than them Alabama boys, man. lately,
Hey,
lately.
hey, tell it, man. Tell it.
Yeah, man. What you think of
Tell it.
the Niners game? What's your prediction in the Niners game? Like, do you see an upset happening or what's up?
Who y'all got?
We're going all the way to Tampa Bay. The 49ers are going to Tampa Bay.
Oh man, y'all should get Tampa Bay on a short week. They just played Monday, right?
I believe they did. Did they play against the Chiefs or was that the Falcons? Was that the
No. They lost to the Chiefs on Tampa Bay lost to the Chiefs on Monday.
right. I didn't watch that game for some reason, but I heard it came down to the wire.
Yeah.
Yeah. But how do you see the game going? Do you see it going as you predict or you believe something a little different? Because the house is with the Buccaneers. I know they're not favored.
Man, man, see the thing about it, man, is that man, y'all really missing a healthy McCaffrey, man.
They're trying to bring
And
him back this week. They're trying to bring him back this week, but I wouldn't.
yeah, I wouldn't force further injury. Where y'all sitting at right now?
We're sitting below the Cardinals in the West, I believe, by like tiebreaker because they beat us at home. They came back on us at home.
Okay. Man,
We have the same record as the tops in our division, but we um we just second because of the tiebreaker.
mm,
And the Bucks,
man,
I don't know where the Bucks stand in the South, but this should be a pretty competitive game. But I'm expecting the 49ers to win. I expect them to
right.
win. But
But see,
but what's your prediction?
I don't like the idea of George Kittle doing all the work, man, because Brandon Ayuk, he out with that ACL. He out for the season. And
Mhm.
then Debo, I don't know. I gotta look at his numbers and see, how he's gonna come up. But man, I don't know if they did anything in the trade deadline either. So
Right.
wow, man. I mean, if anything, they should have did something in the receiver position to, kind of complement or alleviate some from George Kittle a bit. Because George Kittle gonna show up for sure. And
Yes.
that defense, man, they gonna make some things happen. But like I said, that might come down to the wire. That might be a close one right there. That might be a nail biter.
Yeah, it might be, man. But I like the 49ers approach when it comes to Baker Mayfield. Because even when he was with the Browns and all them other Carolinas he was with, we was busting his ass. So the 49ers, we have this kind of approach to where we don't like Baker. And I don't like Baker Mayfield neither. I don't like him. I don't like him.
Oh man.
So we got a little different energy when the 49ers play Baker based off Richard Sherman, that fake.
Uh-huh. X, you still there?
Who? Yeah, I'm still here. Hold on. I'm still here.
Okay,
Mhm.
okay.
Yeah, I just believe we gonna have a different approach to that game. I don't expect us to dominate, but I expect us to win handle. Hold on one second, I got some dogs around me. But yeah, I expect us to win handily running the football. I believe Brock is gonna have another possible touchdown pass or two. And I believe it could be just, I hope, a regular day at the office, despite the fact that I don't know how the West Coast teams do it because we be up at 10 in the morning over here, but it be at 1 o'clock over there. So I don't know how they do it, get up this early and whoop ass, but we do good in these East Coast games. So I just believe coming off the bye, we gonna be a different team in the second half of the season on the mission because we didn't have the first half we expected, but we right where we want to be. And I just believe this is going to be a clicking game for the 49ers where they could possibly, if I'm predicting the Niners to click on all cylinders, it would be this game right here. Because we know we have a lot of games where we turn the ball over and we give teams confidence, like the Cardinals game, because we should be outright number one. But that's just one of the examples that we have of our problems during the season. But I believe we're going to get off the Baker defensively, which is going to be the difference in the game for for the 49ers, their defense. Believe it or not, I'm secure with Brock Purdy at the quarterback position, which gives me confidence to say, oh yeah, we can win this game because of Brock's preparation and his growth. But the receiving core is our weak spot. We missing Jennings, we missing Ayuk. Worked out some kinks during the bye week, and I just believe we're gonna rely more on our running game because obviously, like you said, our receiving core is not depleted, but it ain't looking good.
Mm. Yeah, man.
But I just we'll make a 40
no,
another place.
yeah,
But go ahead.
right, but along with that, like you said, playing and then playing down to the competition. I mean, it's all equivalent, one to the other, but I mean, who knows, man? Based on them just playing and them coming off a short week, y'all just may have the edge over them.
Right. If you asking me to predict a score, I'm gonna pick the 49ers to win 27-22.
How many yards do you think? 27-22?
Yeah. 27-22 49ers win.
And how many yards you think Baker passes for?
Baker's gonna throw for 250 plus, maybe 250 on some, 250 is a lot, but
yeah,
I think he'll throw for slightly less than 250. He'll get over 200 on GP, my belief, but 250 to 300, no, not on us, man, because we don't like you, Baker. We don't like you, dog. So we're gonna approach you a little different.
Hey, man, but yeah, we had him in the Browns. We had him in the division for a minute, but he wasn't. He did what little bit he did there, but
yeah,
but no,
he wasn't
man,
impressive. You know what? When he was with the Browns, I thought if he remember when he had Odell and Garrett on the defense, and you had Baker at quarterback, you had Cooper at receiver with the Browns in y'all division, because I know you remember this team. I was saying to myself, if you put stars on the side of their helmets, if the Browns roster, the way you remember them was like the Cowboys, they say they some Super Bowl contenders.
But I hated that for Odell because of course you had the other receiver too, and they was at LSU at the same time.
Yeah, Amari Cooper.
God, Nah, not Amari Cooper. The other guy. This was dang,
Was it
from Miami.
what's his name? Like People's something from
Man.
Waddle?
Nah,
No, no,
not
no, no, no,
Waddle.
no, no.
Waddle.
I know who you thinking of. You thinking of Jarvis Jennings. Jarvis was it Jarvis?
Jarvis Landry. Yeah.
Yeah, Jarvis Landry. He was consistent, and then he kind of just faded out. Yeah, yeah. I remember that whole
Yeah.
Browns roster, man.
Yeah.
And I
So
think they still had. I still think they had Joe Hayden over there when Baker first got there. They had a squad.
well, Joe Hayden played his last couple years in Pittsburgh at corner. So
Yeah, interesting. Interesting.
yeah, and Jarvis Landry and Odell Beckham, they played at LSU together. And he had his whole fiasco, when Odell had his whole fiasco in with the Giants, they traded him to
Mm,
Cleveland, and they just never figured out that dynamic. And I thought, me personally, I thought it was because Baker was getting all those endorsements and deals, all those endorsements, getting all that endorsement money, but Odell had the gravitas, right? So
yeah.
the fans were clinging to Odell, and Baker. He probably wasn't liking that. He wasn't feeling that. So I guess that was the friction that they had, because I just didn't see no other reason why they didn't make no connection whatsoever. Him and Baker.
Yeah, it was like Baker had all the progressive commercials, and Odell did
Hulu,
have the gravitas. Yeah, Hulu, all of that, and then
Subway.
what's it was true that yeah, Subway too, and it was true that him and Baker went on vacation together, and then they come into the season and they stuff like.
Oh, you cutting out? You cutting out X?
Am I good?
Oh no, you cutting out a little bit.
Am I back?
Yeah, you back now.
All right, yeah. I just who do you think was more at fault for that relationship breaking up, Baker or Odell?
I mean, me personally, man, I put it on the organization, man. I put it on the coach, man, because I'm like, you know, um, he was in good. Odell was in good form at the time, and that was on them
Hmm.
to figure that out, to get that combination figured out. You don't have no asset, no weapon like that, like Odell, like a healthy Odell at that, and not utilize
Hmm.
him. I mean, that's just that. I mean, you had him, you had Njoku. Uh,
Hmm.
Yeah, you had some weapons, man. So I mean, and then and then not only that, man, I mean, he was getting endorsements. You would have thought he would have been, Pat Mahomes at the time or something like that, right?
Yeah, he
So
came out with a lot of hype and the Heisman and the Heisman.
well, I wouldn't call it hype, because man, I respect Baker Mayfield's journey, right? Because
Yeah,
a Texas boy, man, he
walk.
was a walk on there, University of
Yeah,
Oklahoma, won the starting
walk on.
spot. Was balling out, and Lincoln Riley at the time. Lincoln Riley was the coach at Oklahoma at the time. He gave him a shot, and he did
Hmm.
his thing, and he won that Heisman, and he earned everything he got. I give it to him. I give it to him. But my only thing
Right.
was, when he was in Cleveland, I mean, you should have made that. You should have made that relationship with Odell, and you got to make things work, man. Everything ain't gonna always, uh, you know, I guess roll in your favor, but the things you have control over, and as a quarterback, you got star talent. That's one of the best talents you ever gonna play with. Now he got Mike Evans, so hopefully he learned from that Cleveland situation, and that he's taking advantage of this situation with Mike Evans, and have a good relationship with Mike Evans.
Right, and that's what I believe what was missing in Cleveland with him and Odell. You're right. I was trying to pick a side between Odell and Baker, but you made me pick Baker for the biggest at fault because it is incumbent on the quarterback to gain camaraderie with his receivers 30 minutes
Come
before
on.
practice, or maybe 35 minutes after practice to work on some routes and some, hey, let's just say it, game situations. So when you can tell when Kelsey throw it to where Kelsey get it from Mahomes that they worked on this shit. And the commentator said, "Oh man, that's just camaraderie right there." But when the Baker started to Odell, you're right. You don't sense that camaraderie that they've been working on things. Even Aaron Rodgers not wanting to work with the rookies in Green Bay. So yes, it is. I believe I'm gonna blame Baker for that fallout when you putting it like that, OG. For real spill, because that's what you said. It's incumbent on him to say, "Hey, Odell, let's run some routes after practice, man. All right? Oh, you want to do it too?" Another receiver might go, "Hey, me too," and I'll be like, "Njoku, you want to get in on this for sure?" And that's how team chemistry develops. And they just didn't have that in Cleveland because, like you said, yeah, Baker got another commercial shoot or this, that, and the third. And then he's pouting, you know what I'm saying? And then, of course, I'll give it to Baker. He played through a separated shoulder and this, that, and the third, but it got to a point where he realized probably like he didn't like Odell or Odell didn't like him. And yeah, I blame Baker. When I'm revisiting this topic, you spot on, dude. It's on Baker for getting it for trying to get that camaraderie right, and he just didn't.
Right. I mean,
Right, right.
just take it with Pat Mahomes just getting D Hop, right? So
Facts.
I mean, D Hop know what
And Pat,
temperature is. That man just got $500 million a couple years back. Come on, man. You know what it is.
yeah. And you already know what it is. I'll even take it here with the Patriots. When you a wide receiver or any player that's signed to the Patriots, top to bottom, Tom Brady is the first one to text you like, "Oh man, thanks, bro. Let's get in some work off the rip." Because even with Tom Brady found camaraderie with Antonio Brown to the tune of getting that crazy ass dude to ring. Tom Brady could work with that. Any quarterback should be able to work with close to anybody.
Facts, bro. Facts, man.
You know,
Facts. And,
you know, you know.
and man, AB, man. Shout out to AB, man. AB, man. I mean, you knew when he stepped between those lines, you knew what you was getting, bro. Like,
Bro,
uh,
he was on Jerry Rice mode, bro. Jerry Rice stuff, dog. Killing him.
bro, I said it on multiple occasions. I'm like, bro, he's the only Hall of Fame wide receiver that's not in the Hall of Fame. Cause
Crazy.
you can't not have Jerry Rice, Randy Moss, Terrell Owens,
Right.
and not have Antonio Brown in that conversation. You just can't.
Right. Even if he
You
don't go
just
to the
can't.
hall, AD was just on fantasy, bro. It was like, bro, whoever got AB, it just shook the room. You're like, fuck, we already knew AB gone. You're gonna get some production. And to hear what was crazy about AB in Pittsburgh was his preparation. I read an article on him where his preparation was in pencil. He prepared for guys in pencil when everybody got pens. And I'm like, man, that it just goes to show that AB was really putting in that work. But at some point, he just lost himself. Man, that's wild work. And don't you feel shortchanged as well to have? Do you like? I'm asking you personally. Let me ask you, Gianda. Do you feel shortchanged that no Super Bowl came out of Bell, Brown, and Ben? I'm disappointed.
Oh no, most definitely. Most definitely. But you
God,
gotta realize, large in part of that was that, AB revived and saved the second half of Big Ben's career because,
facts.
Big Ben was on the back end and Big Ben was getting he basically revived his career, but the second half of his career, but yeah, a Super Bowl should have definitely came from that tenure, especially when
Mm-hmm.
they had Martavis Bryant. He was a talented
Mm-hmm.
receiver, but couldn't stop smoking dope. But
Mm-hmm.
it was the thing where, but we didn't have no defense to compensate though. So
Mm-hmm. Right.
right now, in comparison to that mix that we had then, we have a stout, sturdy defense, and we
Right.
have an essential offensive side.
Right.
So it's kind of balanced, but that defense is elite. The steel curtain is back in full
Yeah.
effect. The steel
Right.
curtain is back times 10 now.
Yeah.
Cause you
We
got
on we back to thinking the Steelers. We thinking defense. Yep.
yeah, man. Because it's not just one guy, it's not just TJ, bro. Even though,
Nope.
even though TJ opens up so much for everybody else, it ain't just him. You know, we got a lot of unsung heroes on the squad on that defensive side, bro.
Right on. Yep. Yep.
Yeah,
Y'all
man.
gonna make some noise. Y'all gonna make some. Hey, I wouldn't be surprised to see us in the Super Bowl. I would not be surprised at all. Would not be surprised.
You said the 49ers?
49ers in the Steelers Super Bowl, man. I hope. I hope.
Man, stop it. What's our record right now?
We 4-4.
4-4?
I
Okay,
think
okay.
4-4. But that 4-4, like, hey man, we know who we are though. We know who we are.
Right. And then you got Detroit, and then there's Green Bay.
Mhm.
Yeah. And
It looks
Minnesota.
like somebody's gonna. It looks like this season somebody at the NFC is gonna have to win in Detroit.
Yeah, bro.
And that's going to be a
Yeah.
hostile environment, man. And I look forward to it. You got to embrace those kind of games. You know what I'm saying? Like how the Chiefs embrace going into Baltimore. You know what I'm saying? So if we run into a scenario like that where we got to go into Detroit to just advance, you know what I'm saying? To just advance, like I'm looking forward to it, man. I don't run from nothing, man. I look forward to every challenge. I favor the Niners close to every game except when we play the Chiefs, man. Except when we play the Chiefs.
I like it, man. I appreciate role play, man. I cause like especially in the postseason because like it's just telltale of like your pedigree and like
Hmm.
what you truly about. Cause when you had guys like Steve Smith, it didn't matter. He loved playing on the road because he loved the back and forth.
He embraced that shit talking. He did. He embraced it.
Yeah, man. And I
And
and
what,
that's
what
gonna
helped
go back.
what helped it more. Sorry to cut you off. What helped it more was that he was a small receiver. He was talking big shit and balling.
Man, yeah, Steve Smith, you didn't have no answer for him, man.
No answer,
You
man.
didn't
And he was
you didn't have not have an
tough.
answer for him, especially when he had came to Baltimore. Um, and I remember
Man, he
like
was
when they tried to put
he did
yeah.
work out there.
Oh yeah. I mean, I remember when they tried to put Ike Taylor or what was that other corner's name? Ike Taylor tried to
Uh,
guard him or
was it was it was was it Jason Peters that tried to guard him too?
Jason Peters.
No, I
I
don't
don't
think he was there
remember.
that late. No. He played for Baltimore. I'm thinking of something because I'm thinking when he played for Carolina. I forgot he went to Baltimore. But yeah, Steve Smith, yeah, he's a Hall of Famer in my book, man. He's a Hall of Famer in my. What stands out to me for Steve Smith is that Super Bowl performance against Carolina, where he scored that touchdown, making Jake Delhomme look like an all-star, man.
Yeah, man. Oh, for sure, man. I know and even when they went back to Super Bowl in 2016 against the Broncos, man, the city was just man, the city was on fire, man. I was like, oh boy, Cam gonna get a Super Bowl. Nope.
Now I know, right? I thought Cam was gonna
Oh
do it.
man,
He didn't want
dang.
to jump on the front. Hey, look, man. What shook me about that game was this is some little inside, not inside information, but something that was really overlooked in that game, right? You know, Cam got a lot of swag, a lot of confidence, big smile, this, that, and the third. He came out in warm-ups in these gold shoes, these gold Under Armour shoes. And then he starts to
Oh,
play. I'm like, oh, he changed his shoes. And then his first pass of the game was a sail. Like, oh, that's sail over Benjamin. And he's a big dude. I'm like, Cam, is he good? And then he didn't want to jump on the fumble. It had me thinking, not rigged, but that game seemed a bit political with Peyton and that noodle arm beating that 15-1 defense with Luke Kuechly out there and Davis right next to him. Josh Norman, that D line off that fumble. I get it, not putting yourself at risk, but it's the Super Bowl, dog. Get down there. You off 6 months after this, dude. Get down there, man. I just felt like Cam didn't play his game. Even the way he slumped over in the press conference was like, I get losing, dog. I've lost championship games, bro, and it's heavy. But Cam said, you want to see a loser? I'll show you a loser. And Cam kind of, my dad thinks there was a bag wait for Cam after that game, and I didn't believe that, man. I'm like, something was just different within that game. I don't know, Stay probably had his daddy hostage or some shit like that, because I just believe Carolina should have won that game. But Von Miller was a beast in that game. So was Wolf off that D line as well.
Yeah.
I'm glad he ain't going on top, but I just felt like not at the expense of a 15-1 team, 16-1 team coming in hot, like with Cam Newton at the MVP and that defense. And I didn't think there was no way they was losing that game, but they did. Hence the Denver defense. But Peyton's noodle arm against that defense was like, how did they do this?
Yeah. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, that wasn't no high scoring game at all.
Right. It wasn't. Right.
Yeah, it wasn't no crazy high scoring game like because I think the year before, you know what? The Super Bowl before that, the Broncos got mutilated by the Seahawks. Remember that?
Yes. You remember the first play of that Super Bowl?
Man, yeah, it was a muff. It was wasn't safety, wasn't it?
Peyton Manning's just in pistol, not shotgun. He's in pistol. And the ball flew over his head on the first snap of the game. I was like, oh, it's over. It's over. It's over.
Man,
it's over. And then Percy Harvin, little ass, running crazy on him, man. Man.
And then Doug Baldwin.
Mm-hmm. It was a weird Super Bowl because it was played in New York. I'm like, it's cold up there during this time.
Yeah, man.
Don't ever bring the Super Bowl to New York. Don't ever do that.
Man, that's wild, man. But yeah, it's in New Orleans. It's in New Orleans this year, man. And our GM, he from New Orleans, man. Mark Khan. And yeah. And hopefully we can get it done, man. Hopefully we can get it done.
It makes sense, man. It makes sense the way we talking about it. I'm like, hey, man, like, I'm not saying we got the same record, but I'm like, hey, man, we kind of the same type of team. Going for number 6-2. We going for 6-2. Yeah.
True.
But I like it though. But what do you think will be Baltimore's downfall in the perfect world of y'all making the Super Bowl? Why do you think Baltimore would fall off? Because they're not the perfect team, but what do you think would hinder Baltimore from not making the Super Bowl?
Us?
Yeah, I was about to say that. Y'all beat them in the playoffs. If y'all see them in the playoffs, I think y'all gonna beat them.
But see, here's my thing, right?
Right.
Can we beat them twice in the regular season? Yes. Will we see them again in the postseason? More than likely. But also, along with that, you got the Jets that's going to turn around. That's going to make a turnaround for this second half.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have possibly the Chargers, possibly.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm not too familiar with their record. I gotta look at it again.
Yeah, the Chargers. They're walking around with their hands behind their back, just whistling, going about their business. Aren't they?
Yeah. Or unless they're looking to regalvanize
until they play the Chiefs.
That could be.
Now that's the thing right there. That's the thing out there. I mean, even though I'm talking about y'all eliminating Baltimore, I got a question for you. Who's gonna eliminate the Chiefs in the AFC?
We got them on. We play them on Christmas Day.
Woo!
So, I mean, I'm trying to I'm trying to have a good Christmas this year, bro. I really am. I really try to have. I really try to have a good Christmas this year, man. I was telling my folks, man.
You see what happened to us last year in Christmas? We got embarrassed Christmas Day. They took the MVP from Brock Christmas Day. I was heartbroken, man.
Man, sheesh, man.
I,
Wow.
it was my logic with that our Christmas game last year, man. I felt like Brock was MVP, man. I felt like one game determined a 19 game season of MVP. I'm like, no, Brock had a better season than Lamar, man. I think he did. Even though Lamar was carrying the team like he always do. He was doing the
Right.
same stuff we won MVP last time, but this dude Brock came off a broken elbow. Everybody had doubts, all the stars around it, but he came back better off a broken elbow in the NFC Championship game.
Oh
So
man.
I'm like, this he's the last pick in the draft. I'm like, he's MVP. If you go through 1 through 19, he was MVP. But if you're just going to determine it Christmas Day, oh, Lamar's MVP, I'm like, oh, that ain't right, dog. To take the MVP from Brock after one game on Christmas Day, where the energy is so different, everybody's in the Christmas spirit. We ain't in the football. You know what I'm saying? So when I see
Man.
y'all playing the Chiefs, this year, I just say, man, good luck. 'Cause these Christmas Day games are weird, and it seems like Baltimore always play on it, or they playing on a holiday game. Just weird. But y'all on Christmas Day this year. So what you got for that, man? Just looking ahead, just give me a brief synopsis on your game. I know it's far away, but I know you got a game this week. But how do you believe you could beat the Chiefs just looking down the road?
I mean, constant pressure on Mahomes, man. I mean,
Is it is it
I mean,
is it containment or pressure or both?
no, definitely got to be pressure because you
Okay.
can't let him sit back and scramble or because remember he has D Hop and he has Xavier Worthy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and
Mm-hmm.
then
So
Travis
you
back,
so so you
then
yeah
Travis
yeah
back
you
there as
can't
well.
yeah you can't give him time when
So
you put it like that, right?
no, you can't. No, no, you cannot. No, you cannot. So I mean, definitely got to put him on this back, and I think we got essential weapons to do so because
Yep.
TJ is going to warrant a double team from anybody, and then you have Highsmith, then you have a Landon, then you got Patrick Queen, Nick Herbig, and Peyton Wilson. But so we got able bodies. We got a lot of playmakers, man. We well
Yeah.
invested. We're well invested. Hey, hold that thought, X. Hold that thought, man. We got somebody backstage, man.
All right. Who we got in here?
Devon, what up, man?
What up? What up? What up?
Oh, Devon, what's good?
Yeah, chilling, chilling.
Devon, you on?
What up, man? How you doing this? How you doing this Friday, bro?
I'm all right, man. Trying to get rid of this cold, man.
Oh man, you got a cold out there, man. You got that Brooklyn fever, man. You went over the Queens Bridge and got that fever, man.
Yeah,
I can't hear him.
yeah,
I can't hear him.
yeah, man.
Oh man. Hey, Divine, man, you need to go get you a quarter water and a chopped cheese, man, and get over that cold.
Yeah, no chopped cheese for me, man.
Nah, man, I hope you get well, brother. I hope you get well, man. Yeah, man. That because I can imagine, man, with this temperature changing and this weather changing and such, man. A lot of people getting sick, but definitely get well, bro.
Yeah, appreciate
Hey,
it, man.
I can't hear him, G.
Oh, I can hear
Divine
you. I can hear you guys.
X, can you hear him now?
I hear you, but I can't hear Devon.
Hold on, let me.
But if you can hear him, yeah, y'all rap. If you can hear him, it's all good.
But so Divine, man, who them Jets got this weekend, man?
Who them? I didn't even look at the schedule.
So let me.
I didn't-
Let me ask you this, Devon. Do you think the Jets gonna be able to turn it around this second half of the season?
I mean, they have the potential to run the table, but do I think that they're going to win all these games? No.
Why you
It's
say?
just
What makes you say that?
no, it's just because like they don't have an offensive line. Aaron Rodgers can't move like how he used to. I mean, like he can still make the throws, but he can't make. But he's a standstill quarterback.
So I'm asking. So my question to you is: do you think the defense with Quentin Williams and Sauce Gardner can compensate for that?
Hopefully, man. Hopefully, man. But Sauce Gardner, he hasn't been good this year. Not this year. This year he's been getting beat this year. But Quinn Williams, I trust him though.
Right. So okay. So they got Arizona. In Arizona, which he got to go up against Marvin Harrison. So yeah, man. I think that's
Mhm.
winnable for him though.
Yeah.
It is, but no, it is, but the Cardinals like they have something to play for too.
Right. But you going up against Kyler Murray, he's been skittish, I guess, if you want to say that. But I think I could see the Jets, man, because I just got this keen thing in me, man. There, yeah, I just see their defense, and I'm just like, Garrett Wilson, Garrett Wilson, Devontae Adams. I'm like, man, we just might see him in the postseason for some reason.
Oh yeah, but hopefully, man. But the other thing too, man, like don't sleep on the Bengals because like I think they could actually make the wild card because like most of the games the Bengals lost, they were really like one score games, and the game against the Ravens last night, they
Uh
they
huh.
should have they should have won that game last night. The Bengals, they were up by what 21-7 in the middle of the third quarter. But yeah, but when running back
Man,
made
talk
that fumble,
talk about it, man. I mean, that was crazy. That was crazy, man. I was like, man, how y'all blow that such a lead, man. And then, because for the most part, Joe Burrow was looking like Joe Burrow of old. I was like, oh, uh-oh. But nah, Ravens came storming back.
yeah, I give the Ravens a lot of credit. I give Lamar credit, what's his name? Jamar Chase like had the best game, what 264 yards and three TDs.
3 touchdowns. Yup, he did.
But the thing is that's been doing the Bengals in is like because if you look at their record, to me they're better than what their record says they are because like besides that one loss to like a bad team in the Patriots, they lost to who else did they lose to? The Eagles. Who else did they
Hmm.
lose to? The two games against the Ravens, like the two games that they should have won.
Right?
Honestly, the Bengals should have been what 6-4 if you're looking at it.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, and they beat Cleveland too. I forgot. Oh yeah, and they beat Cleveland also.
Right on.
Man.
Right on. I hear you. I can hear you now, Devon. I had to drop out and drop back in. Good evening to you out there, Devon.
Yeah. Oh, wait, said Alexander.
Oh, I said good evening to you out there, man. I couldn't hear you the first few minutes, so I dropped off and came back in.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good, brother, man.
Right on.
But yeah, man. But the Ravens though, man, they've been lucky. I think it's been a lot of luck because the Ravens have such a bad defense.
Mm. They have a bad defense this year. I couldn't tell, but go ahead, Devon. Elaborate a little bit. I couldn't
You,
tell.
you couldn't tell
Well,
because
they
like
gave. Well, they did give up 34 last night.
they gave up 34 and 264 yards to like in regulation. Are you kidding me? To one receiver.
Mm. Mm.
We're talking about not overtime, but like in regular in 4 quarters.
Facts. That's no bueno. No good. And their defense
Yeah,
hasn't
man.
really been the talk. Their defense hasn't really been the talk of the town. It's been Lamar MVP campaign. That's all I've been hearing. But when you put it to me, I haven't really been paying attention to their defense. So when you put it like that, that is my concern with Baltimore now.
Yeah, yeah. It's been Lamar, or Derrick Henry some, and then that's about it. But and the fact that Hamilton got hurt, and the problem is that's why the Bengals. I don't feel bad. They should have won that game when Kyle Hamilton got hurt. They should have won that game
Mm.
easily.
Hamilton, all pro. How long was he out? When did he get hurt?
Last night, ankle on a non-contact ankle injury.
Oh, non-contact. That's bad. So yeah, the Bengals did have an advantage after that. Should have exploited that more.
Yeah, but that fumble changed the whole game. To change the whole complexion of that game.
Where did the fumble
Plus,
happen? I just see the whole
it,
game.
then in the third quarter, it happened like in like midway through the third quarter, and that's when the Ravens scored like four touchdown drives. Like they did four straight touchdowns.
Oh, damn. Yeah, that fumble was probably the turning point. That sounds like a turning point.
But I know when divisional play start, all that's gonna change.
That's why I gave
Yeah,
it
the
that
Steelers. The Steelers haven't played a division game yet.
not yet. That's why I gave that Gian. That's why I gave your Steelers a chance to beat the Ravens. That's what I'm saying. Y'all can beat the Ravens because like the Ravens have no type of defense. I'm like Russ can actually cook them.
Mm,
Mm. Well, we'll see how
noted.
it goes, man. We'll see how it
Hmm.
goes.
Hey, y'all playing the Cardinals in New York or in Arizona?
Arizona.
Arizona.
Hey, just contain Murray, man. Just contain him. Contain him. Don't overrush him. Look at us. Contain that kid, man. Keep him in the pocket. He's gonna
And
want to
don't
get out
let
of pocket. Get out of the pocket.
and don't let James Conner run amok on you.
Yeah, that's true.
Man, that dude runs high and strong.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, but G Honda, I'm not gonna lie. You have a marquee game, man. I'm like the Steelers and the Commanders.
Yeah, I call it a marquee matchup too. Marquee, yeah.
Bruh. I mean they're doing a whole 180 from top to bottom, like, from ownership, Josh Harris to Kyle Kingsbury to Jaden Daniels I mean it's the whole organization as a whole, man. I mean they just got a whole facelift. I mean, and then you can see it, in production wise, they're doing great things, man. That's gonna be a great matchup. That's why I say if we can get early takeaways, man, and solid runs start to finish, oh man, it's an ace in the hole for us. But
Mm.
they have solid run as well. They don't come
Yeah,
to, but we like I said, we got to have Jaden Daniels watching the game from his back. He got to be on that grass.
yeah, and plus I trust Mike Tomlin's record. Like after the bye week, I think the Steelers are 13-4 after a bye week.
Mm.
Woo! I would love to play for Mike Tomlin right now, man. If that dude walked in my living room and said, "You want to play for us?" I'm like, "Yes, sir."
But I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like it might come down to coach of the year because like if Mike Tomlin actually wins, he gonna be coach of the year, or if Dan Quinn wins that game, coach of the year because like the
For
record.
sure, for sure, for sure.
Mhm.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. Yeah, man. But man, shoot, yeah, bro, man, yeah. But see these. My thing is that man, all the bodies that we have on that defensive side, man, we can make a lot of noise, man. We can make a lot of things happen, man. And man, definitely want to see Tomlin get one more, man, before his time is done. But definitely, I know for sure, man. A lot of these, like the divisionals, man. The divisional matchup is going to be solid in A1, nonetheless. Because I mean, I don't see none of them laying down. Matter of fact, I think they're going to play some of their best ball per usual. They play their best ball against us, and that's just what it is. But
And and trust me, your team is gonna be in the conversation. 'Cause if the Steelers win, you're gonna start talking about Super Bowl contention. a Super Bowl
Yep.
contender if they win that
What
game.
G Honda, what was we just talking about? Y'all in the Super Bowl.
It's down the line, but I'm saying like granted, everybody stays healthy. I mean, and then the offensive side they gotta take care of their business because we got an over athletic defense, man. Our defense is just so athletic, man, that it's just we don't need them to do no more than what they're already doing. So like if
Right.
it's times like we're lagging in third down efficiency, if we're lagging in red zone efficiency, and Boswell's has to kick six field goals like he did week one versus the Falcons, or if he got to kick a 63-yard because we can't do such. We just got too much weaponry to not. We should. It's inexcusable. We shouldn't have. I wouldn't say flawless, but darn near right because we got weapons at every position really.
Mhm.
So I mean, it's just gotta make things happen, man. Just gotta make things happen, bro. Like seriously.
Make plays.
Yeah, man.
Mhm.
Cause
But
cause like
but
I
yeah,
said, go ahead, Devon.
no, I'm just saying though, it's like, but to me, I feel like your team, like to me, your team should actually really well against the Commanders defense. I mean, like y'all can move the ball. Hopefully, Russ is not going to make those same mistakes, and I don't think Tomlin is going to let Russ cook as people think he is. He gonna
Mhm.
like Russ probably going to make intermediate throws. Like, he'll probably throw one deep pass. Like he's not going to let Russ do all that because has been turning the ball over sometimes, but he hasn't turned the ball over in 3 games so far, which is really good.
Right.
Yeah, he's going to keep Russ
And
under control.
G Honda, what's the quarterback's best friend?
The running back.
There you go.
Yeah.
Got to
But
run the
hold
ball.
on.
Oh,
But
But see,
like
but
Najee could have that game. Najee could have that type of game, just like how Derrick Henry did against the Commanders.
right. I believe that. Yep. And what I prefer is like not to make everything about the Niners, but I'm just saying like I like to see the type of teams that run the ball on second and long to still keep intact. What we gonna keep y'all honest, and who knows? Because odds are the running back is gonna bust one or two if you just stay true to the run. The first down could be a play action. The second one is just playing another run. So not even misdirection. Don't even get cute. Just hit them with it. And then the third down is where a quarterback likes to throw on 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7. It's time for a quarterback to be a quarterback. And that's fair to demand out of someone like Russ in this particular game.
Oh, and speaking of running back, isn't McCaffrey coming back this week against the Buccaneers?
I don't want him to come back, but they're going to bring him back.
What kind of injury was it? Was it like a knee injury that he had like some weird injury?
It was a lower extremity, like I heard it was a calf Achilles, bro. I heard it was like an Achilles or something like that. Something around that area. Yeah, and it was
mm,
bad. They said he wasn't supposed to be back until week 14, and they're trying to suit him up for week 10.
oh man, did McCaffrey have like a surgery of anything like that?
Yeah, because surgery would put him out indefinitely, so he's holding off the surgery. He knows he wants to play more than his own body. He knows he wants to play more than he knows his own body. I believe he is going out there still hobbled, not 100%, that's for sure. So that's kind of risque. So I expect him to touch the ball 10 times at the least, but I want him to touch 10 balls touch it 10 times at the most. 6, 7 runs, maybe 3 passing, and just give it to spread it around and just see how he looks, man. And maybe have him in the
Oh
red zone
man,
for the fourth quarter.
And
Maybe
and
have him
that's
in
the
the
thing.
fourth quarter.
And that's the thing I kind of worry about players coming back too soon. Is like you might have to change up your
Rehurting it.
game plan. You got to change up your game plan for to benefit McCaffrey, and it's like you don't know
Mm-hmm.
how he's gonna be like coming back. Is he gonna be like, really rusty?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because he, I wouldn't say it often, but he does have a fumbling thing. Not a problem. He has a fumbling thing. So I hope he's able to secure the rock coming back, worrying about other things. I believe when he touches the football, his top priority is not going to be ball security. His top priority when he has the ball in his first carry is going to be, let me see how I move. I want him to just secure the ball first, high and tight, and then think about what you're doing. I hope that's the way it goes, but I doubt that's the way it'll go.
True, man.
But
True. But man,
so
man, I
go
think
ahead.
they should definitely let McCaffrey get healthy first, man. Dang, they should, because one wrong tweak and he's
Done.
nah.
He's really done. And then honestly, and the Niners are like in a bad position right now because like you see, like I said,
Yeah.
here comes the Rams now. Because like I said, when Pakua came back, I was like, uh-oh. I was like, here we go.
Yeah. Yep.
For sure, man.
Yeah.
And that's why those division games are important because like the fact that the Cardinals and the Rams already beat the 49ers,
Hmm.
like puts them in a bad position. Like that's why you have to win those division games.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. Very important. Yeah.
That's
And
it.
yeah, I do expect the Niners to win the game, but McCaffrey's going to be the headline. So I just hope it goes well for McCaffrey individually. Just don't retweak anything. Ball security. That's it. Just don't
Yeah,
get hurt yourself and just protect the
yeah.
ball.
Don't let him do.
And
Don't let him do
who's
too
it?
much.
Who is McCaffrey's backup?
The rookie got hurt too. We down to a number
Oh man.
31 whose last name starts with an O. I forget his name, but he's able to run physical too. He runs pretty well.
Oh man.
Yeah, Mitchell got hurt. Our rookie that was back in the
Oh,
McCaffrey
Mason
got
Jordan.
hurt,
Oh,
and
you
we
talking about
down to
Mason
number
Jordan?
31 whose last name starts with an O. Hurt.
Oh, you talking about Mason Jordan?
Jordan Mason, yeah, he got hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah. He runs very physical. I've seen it coming because he runs so physical. He throws his body everywhere like McCaffrey does, just throws his body all around. And that's why I believe he gets hurt because we have running backs that run physically, and that's what gets them hurt.
But it's crazy though because like Derek Henry, he's a physical back, but he hasn't gotten hurt like that. That's the funny thing about it.
Bro, he did an interview with with fine ass Taylor Rooks, I think that's her name, and he talked about how he don't eat dairy, he don't eat he told us his diet, and I was like, bro, it's insane. So yeah, I expect him to be healthy and the way he is right now. So his diet in that interview just told me exactly what you were asking. It was like, whoa, yeah, that's why Derrick Henry very, very rare air. Hence his Derrick Henry.
Yeah, because he's rare. Like I would say, like Marshawn Lynch, because Marshawn Lynch, he could run like that and still not get hurt.
Oh yeah. It's a rare air kind of back. Marshawn Lynch's mentality is fair. Run through a motherfucker face. And you don't have that in running backs that you draft on the regular, man. He's not a regular back. So yeah, the physicality of running backs like Earl Campbell's, like we know physical backs that made it through, but the ones that don't, they're more notable now in social media. But yeah,
And
that physical backs don't last.
yeah, the kids don't know, and the kids won't notice Walter Payton. It was a physical back, but he can actually run, like really.
Mhm. Yeah, his mentality was I never ran out of bounds before I hit somebody. I made sure I hit somebody on my way out of bounds. And I was like, so yeah, he was a physical back, like you said. Yeah. Great back. Sweetness. We don't hear that name often. We didn't hear that name more often. Sweetness. But
Sweetness.
he is a Walter Payton Man of the Year trophy, and you see his patch on Dak Prescott and certain players, and that's pretty cool. Yeah, Sweetness. Yeah, man, he's great. He's on the jersey with some players still. Yeah, physical back.
Man.
Rare air.
Don't
Rare air.
don't leave out Drum the Bus Betters now.
Boy,
Right.
physical back, boy, physical back.
Oh, you can't. And Barry Sanders, his career was short lived, but Barry Sanders, man.
Man, yeah.
Man, he most of the time, but it's crazy how we don't see him as a physical back because when we see the YouTube highlights, he's always avoiding contact. But you look how short and stout that dude is. That dude can't dish out some punishment with them
Mm,
tree stumps, man.
Like,
right.
They're not
Emmett
built
Smith
like that.
too.
No, the running backs are running back. Yeah, Emmett Smith. Running backs aren't built like Emmett and Barry. They're not built like them anymore. They're more like finesse backs now. Hence the LaShawn McCoys back in the day. The finesse backs.
Left
Yeah.
Bill.
Le'Veon
Le'Veon
Bell,
Bell.
finesse.
You,
Nice
you could
finesse
you could
back.
say you could say Saquon is a finesse back too.
Yeah, he looks physical, but he's more finesse than physical. But he can get physical, but he's more finesse than physical. Yeah, yeah, he's finesse back.
He
But
has
yeah,
to
man,
be.
physical backs are rare. Yeah,
Oh yeah, and then don't forget AP Adrian Peterson.
yeah, east west. Excuse me, north south.
Mm.
They called him north south. Yep, north south. He gone. Because when he went east west, it was a problem. But when he went up north, boy, look out. I think he was the last running back to win MVP.
Yeah.
Yeah, and another
Yeah, he
physical
was.
back, and Fred Taylor too. He was a physical back for Jacksonville.
Ooh, for
Bro,
Jacksonville. Yeah,
yes,
yeah, yeah.
Jacksonville, number 28. Man,
Oh,
that dude is crazy. It's crazy he's not a Hall of Famer. I think he has over 10,000 yards.
He should be. To me, he should be on that list.
mm.
Hmm.
Yeah, Fred Taylor was
Yeah.
a beast, man. I know. I remember those matchups they used to have with the Steelers, like those playoff matchups. I remember them stepping and stomping on our table towel on the sideline. It was like, man, that was crazy.
Yeah, that's great. That was wild. That was
And
wild.
Yeah,
another finesse back too that I like too, the Daniel Tomlinson.
yeah. Oh
Woo,
yeah,
boy.
the Daniel
And when he
T.
flipped it,
Yeah,
where he flipped it at the end of the end zone, when he got to the end zone, he flipped the ball to the referee.
that finger roll. That boy, that finger
Hey,
roll.
yeah, man, he won an MVP too. He won an MVP. Yep.
Oh yeah, he did. He
And
did. Who was this QB? Philip Rivers.
Yeah, Philip Rivers, and yeah, it was Philip.
yeah, and what was a nice finesse back? This dude used to have his arms wide open and drag his feet to the end. So that boy Priest Holmes,
Oh yeah, Priest
you
Holmes. Yeah, man. Yeah, Priest
remember
Holmes
Priest
was
Holmes
nice.
used to have remember Priest Holmes used to have his arms wide open when he crossed the end zone. And looking back at you and shit, dragging his feet in there. Priest Holmes was clean, man. He had a few good years, man. Clinton Portis was a finesse back. He looked
Oh
physical,
yeah,
but Clinton
I
Portis.
actually like him. I actually like Clinton Portis too. Like, because to me, he did look like a physical guy, but it was like he used to avoid contact.
Yeah, he would avoid contact. Yeah, yeah,
But
man.
but
Yeah.
another one, I think, with Corey Dillon was a physical back too.
Corey Dillon for the Bengals. Yeah, and he won the Super Bowl with the Patriots. He was running wild. He ran for like 1,500 yards with the Patriots when they won the Super Bowl, man. Man, Corey Dillon was physical. Yeah, physical back. I mean, finesse, but I was he fit? Yeah, man. Corey Dillon's underrated. He was underrated in his time with the Bengals, and he came on the Patriots and caught fire and just retired with a ring, which I thought was dope.
And LeGarrette Blunt, he left us and went to the Patriots and got a ring with Brady. I think one of his last rings at
Yeah,
New England. Yeah, man, that was crazy. And he was kind of
Hmm.
50-50 too. He was physical, but he was jumping. He was hurling over people though. Cadillac.
Yeah, he would jump over people.
and another good
Thousand.
like, and another good like multiplayer, like another guy I could say like Darren Sproles, like even though he was like a finesse back and punt returner.
Mm. Hmm.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Sproles was a
He-
beast, man. That dude was so fat. Man, that's
yeah.
crazy. That boy had Looney Tune feet.
Yeah, man.
The
Hey,
smallest
remember?
guy on the
Yeah.
Damn
field.
Sproles.
He was the smallest
You
guy
know
on the
who?
field, but yeah, he could make big
You,
plays.
you,
Like,
you know who was also was an anomaly? Apropos the smallest guy in the field at running back, that boy Chris Johnson was gone with that big head helmet. That helmet looked so big on him. I'm like, that dude's a running back. He's hella small.
Yeah, man. Oh man.
Chris Johnson used
Yeah.
to run wild.
yeah, I remember
Man,
that.
he was small, man. I'm like, that dude's a running back and he's smoking everybody. Man. But yeah, hence McCaffrey a physical back, man. That's why he gets hurt a bit. Hence he fumbled in the Super Bowl running over somebody, and that's probably gonna shorten his career. But he's a borderline Hall of Fame at this point. But I think he needs an MVP to solidify that. But I think McCaffrey, he's gonna. I just hope he gets limited work. I don't want
Mm.
him to be. Yeah.
Hey X.
Yo,
Hey, so hey, do you think y'all can swindle Justin Herbert from the Chargers?
no, because Jim Harbaugh, his primary reason of going to the Chargers was for Justin Herbert. Man, he's not going to get enough for anything. And Harbaugh has a disdain for the 49ers because we refused to make him the highest paid coach. But in a reality, before Harbaugh got there, I saw that as realistic before Harbaugh got there. But now that he's there, it's like that's kind of why Harbaugh's there. So Justin Herbert's untouchable.
For
But it was
now,
that was but I would have that optimism before Harbaugh got there. I like that
Mm.
optimism, yeah. Because Herbert is a baller. He just blows a 28-point lead in the playoffs.
and who was it against? Who was it against again? Was it against was it Jacksonville?
Yeah, Trevor Lawrence of all of them.
No, wait a minute. Wasn't it what do you call it? The worst quarterback ever with Blake Bortles? Was he like the worst quarterback to make it to the AFC Championship game ever? Blake Bortles.
Oh, wow.
Because
Yes, the Patriots came back in that game. They were down 14-3 the whole game. And Brady hit Edelman in the back of the end zone. I was like, bro, they came back. Brady did it again. Brady done
Mm.
did it again. That's what I thought when
Brady had
that when you bring back to Blake Bortles in that game. Yeah, the weakest quarterback to ever make it. Well, you could say Rex Grossman was the weakest to make it to the Super Bowl, but yeah,
Mark Sanchez, the weakest one to make it to the AFC Championship game too.
the Jets. Yeah, hey, Rex Ryan was running wild that year, man. We ain't kissing no rings. And then Bart Scott said, "Can't wait." He was running shit. He said they came out
oh
here disrespecting us, didn't give us a chance. He said, "What do you guys watch for the next team?" He said, "I can't wait, can't wait."
hey, Rex Grossman was the Bears QB when they went to who they played the Super Bowl against?
They,
The
the
Colts,
Colts,
the Colts, the Colts.
Colts.
With Peyton Manning,
Oh,
Peyton
the
Manning.
Colts. Yeah. What was that? 06,
Mm.
07?
I think so. And then and wasn't that the year? I'm trying. I think it was the year before. I think the year before that. That's when the Colts lost the Super Bowl to the Saints, and the Colts went back. I forgot. Was it 2 years later? They made it back.
Yeah,
Yeah,
something like that. Yeah.
Payne was going for number two, and Drew Brees only threw two incompletions. But the play that changed that game
The
was
onside
not
kick.
not. I believe that had an effect, but when Reggie Wayne dropped the ball, you remember when Reggie Wayne dropped the drag route off his knee that if he caught, he was going to the house, and it was on third
Mm.
down. And Reggie Wayne, it popped off his knee, and Payne put his hands on his helmet, and Drew Brees, like once again, went 24-26. He was super ball in that game. Drew Brees went off, but the onside kick was a shocker, bro. Was not ready for that. Was not ready for that.
But
Wow, man, that's
no,
crazy.
but the second Super Bowl that Peyton won, even though Peyton wasn't playing good, like even Cam had to admit that. He said, I should have went for that fumble." Like you see, even Cam had to admit that years later. I should have went for that fumble.
We was just talking about that, yeah. We have just rapped about that. How that game was just funky. Cam changed his shoes. His first pass sailed, and he didn't die for the fumble. It was weird.
Yeah, Cam. I think Cam set himself up for that one, man. Because I'm like, you had a good,
In
you
MVP
one of the
season,
most. Yeah, I mean, no, he had that one MVP season, but he's won at every level he's been at. He's won in high school. He won championship in high school,
Junior
junior college.
college and college.
and college, right? So, and then he was like, when they won the national title at Florida, he didn't even get a ring. I mean, he was on the team, but he didn't even get
Team.
a ring. Yeah. So,
Yeah,
like,
they was gonna have Chris League, Tebow, and Cam win the Nationals. But go ahead, G Honda.
nah,
And
for real
but
though.
but
But,
you know what's
but
sad though? But you know what's sad though? It's like I don't want to change this up, but like when you had these black quarterbacks, like when Vince Young, like to be, he should have been better than this. But the fact that he was in the wrong system because Jeff Fisher did not like him. Jeff Fisher
Didn't
actually
like it because
he destroyed Vince Young.
it was a USC thing. Because he was a USC, he was a Trojan.
And then and who else? RG3. He was in a situation where the coach was trying to get rid of him before he even started. You know?
Yeah, he
true.
kept running the running plays. That's how Trey Lance got hurt. Did you know Trey Lance ran on more of the plays than he passed?
Yeah, that's what
Mm.
Mike Shanahan was calling those running plays.
He was trying to get him killed, man. I seen RG3 get hit with that torn ACL when Nugata put that wood on him. I said, "Oh, he's done, bro. He's done."
Yeah, man. Oh man,
And
that
and
was
then
the
look and then look and then look. He came back for the playoffs. It was up 14-0 on the Seahawks before he fell down.
mm.
Yeah, they was trying to get him killed, man. I didn't like the play calling. Shanahan and his dad was trying to get him out of there so they could play Cousins, who they really want to start, who's balling right now.
And
Mm.
cousin, what we know, cousin is like he's good, but he's not good enough to get you there. That's all we know.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Hence, he's on his
Man.
13th. Yeah, he's on his 13th.
Because
Yeah.
obviously I think the Falcons they're gonna win that division, but are they gonna make any noise in the playoffs? No. Here we go.
Not with Kirk Cousins. Right.
Because like if they face a team like I don't know the Eagles or the Washington like in the playoffs, I think they would get beat by one of those two teams, or even the Packers for that matter. Even though Jordan Love is a turnover machine.
Right. Right. How many turnovers did he have against that big game against Detroit? Like three.
Yeah, yeah, three and
Mm.
and Jared Goff. That's what I'm saying. That's why I always say like sometimes the coaching is all about the coaching staff that you have and all that stuff. Because when he was with Jeff Fisher in LA, Jeff Fisher almost destroyed Jared Goff's career because Jared Goff was this close to being a bust, but Sean McVay saved him.
Mm-hmm. And he went to the Super Bowl with him.
Yeah, he went to the Super Bowl with him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. And yeah, some of these coaches, yeah, they do be trying to sabotage some of these players, man. Like I didn't like. I'm trying to figure out why was he running Trey Lance more than he was passing.
And my question,
Wow.
and why haven't the Cowboys play Trey Lance? Yeah, I bet you're gonna play Cooper Rush and not Trey Lance just to see what you have.
Say that again.
Yeah, that's why I disagree with the Cowboys not playing Trey Lance, but instead they rather play Cooper Rush.
Right. You got to see what man. Hey, Trey Lance, like he could play, man. I just didn't like the spots he was put in on our team. Hence, he's gone, and I think he wanted to leave. You know.
Because I believe he didn't get a fair shake like Timmy Trey. He didn't get a fair shake in this league.
Right. I knew that too, and I think he had a winning record, man. He won his second start with us against the Falcons, and he was on a good drive before Shanahan ran him on the running play between the tackles. Let's break his fucking ankle, man. Dude, what do you expect?
I don't know
Got
why.
Debo, he's wrecking Debo. Jerry Rice is on record saying, "Man, I hate running my finesse receivers through these tackles."
Yeah, I don't know why some of these coaches be doing that because like Andy Reid, he learned that quick 2 years ago, like when he made Patrick Mahomes when he made him do that. I forgot what was it, the tush push play, and then that's how Patrick Mahomes knee almost got dislocated, like because like and Andy Reid had to dial it back, say, okay, I'm not gonna run this guy no more because hmm,
Hmm.
Yeah, they made. I think didn't the Eagles create the tush push?
yeah, the Eagles did, yeah, tush push is
Yeah, I think that play should be banned, bro. You got 700 pounds behind one nose tackle that everybody has to gather around on your time. And I think that's what took some games away from Kelsey at the center. I believe football players have a lot of pride, man. So they're not going to say when they're hurt when they're really hurting. I think that the tush push was really not a dreadful thing, but it was just more of the attitude of here we go again. Let's do it again. You
Yeah.
know, that's kind of I believe his approach. I believe it shortened his career a bit. I believe he could have played one more year or two at a high level, but the tush push was kind of taking games away from him. The more they did it, it worked and it was legal. So he went out a champion, and I'm happy for him. But I believe the tush push was hurting him more than helping him. You know,
Yes, sir.
I
Yes, sir.
it looks bad. Just look at the. I'm looking at it like, damn, dude, damn.
because I saw it very closely. Like I think the time when the Eagles playing the Bengals, I saw it. I was like, they did it 3 straight times. I'm like, yo, I'm like, Jalen might end up getting hurt one of these days. One day it's gonna backfire on them.
Like your neck, like say your neck just goes the wrong way a few times, and prideful football players they just shake it off and got to keep playing, man. Yeah, everyone you hear in the interviews, I sprained my neck on that shit. You know what I mean?
Man,
A sprained neck, that means you almost broke it. You know what I'm saying?
crazy
But
work,
it's
man. Crazy work.
I just hope they ban it one day because it doesn't look healthy.
Nah, man. But yeah, man. Bro, I appreciate y'all coming up cooking, man. This Friday, bro. Man,
Yeah,
and I just
great
wanted to
stuff.
get hello.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
here.
we're listening.
Oh yeah, Divine. What's your final prediction on Arizona and the Jets this weekend?
I'm gonna say it's gonna be Jets 27, Cardinals 26. In my opinion, it's gonna be a
Fair.
close game. It's gonna be a close game.
Physical game. Defense versus a good running back. Yeah.
Okay, okay. So how many yards do you think Aaron Rodgers get?
I'm gonna say he might get 190. I would say at least 3 TDs.
Mm,
Ooh, okay, okay.
okay.
I heard
Right on.
that.
Right on. And you got the Steelers 27-16, right? Gianna?
27. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 27-16.
And I got the Steelers 23-19. Steelers.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
What?
yeah.
That? Well, yeah. That's if they can't get no early splash takeaways, man. It may
Mm-hmm.
be closer than what it is. Closer than what it need to be.
And plus the
Yeah,
elements too. It's supposed to
yeah.
rain on Sunday. It's supposed to rain on Sunday, so that element's gonna make it very interesting now.
Hey,
Mm,
that was kind of how it was when we played Dallas on prime time.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Right on.
Yeah, man.
And
But yeah,
I
now.
got
Oh,
I
go
want the
ahead.
Jet. I want. Oh, sorry about that, Gianna.
So you
Um,
good?
I want the Jets to win 25-23.
Oh, 25-23.
Yep. Aaron Rodgers does it again. Field goal.
There you
And
go.
I think the last game, and I think the other game, the Texans and the Lions, even though it's a road game, I think the Lions are probably gonna beat them because
That's a
like
Sunday night game.
yeah, oh yeah, I think the Lions are gonna win that game.
Hmm.
Even though I'm not gonna lie, Jared Goff might end up having a hard time because the Texans got a top 5 defense. That's the only
It's
thing.
it,
But
it, it's in Detroit. That matters to me.
no, it's not in Detroit. No, it's in Texans. It's in Texas.
Oh, okay. I like I like Detroit in this game. I like
Oh,
Detroit.
and the Monday night game, and you got the Dolphins versus the Rams.
Oh man. Um, the Rams, Dolphins are not impressive on any side of the football right now.
Mm.
Yeah, they've been playing like shit this year.
They've literally been playing like Dolphins.
Hey,
Yeah.
if they would have did what Flores advised them to do and draft Justin Haber, they wouldn't be in this position.
You know, he's on record saying he wanted him. Yeah. Wow. Wow. But
But
yeah, I'm gonna let
man,
my headphones.
hey
My
man,
headphones are dying. Yeah, I'm gonna let y'all ride out G Honda and Devon. This been real, man. Let's do it again sometime.
Definitely.
absolutely, absolutely, bro. And man, I appreciate y'all coming up, man, bro. Y'all have a good weekend, bro. Y'all be safe out there, man. I appreciate y'all coming up, man.
Most deaf.
For sure. Salute.
Absolutely. Salute, man. Y'all have a good weekend.
All right, you too.
All right.
You too.
Y'all have one too.
Yes,
Peace.
sir. Oh, all right now. Yes, sir. Appreciate y'all being here with me, man. I appreciate y'all being in here with me, man. Y'all like, share, subscribe, hit that like button on the way out. Hit that like button on the way out. I'm gonna be back Monday at 4 p.m. Um, Also, hit the community tab. Hit that community tab, man. Join the Discord, man. The Discord links in the chat as well. Join the Discord. Keep up on updates as well as the community tab, man. I appreciate y'all being in here with me, man. Like, share, subscribe. Hit that cash app down at the bottom. Steelmatic001. Steelmatic001. Man, I appreciate all y'all being up, man. I appreciate Divine and X coming up and cook with me, man, on this Friday, on this TGIF Friday. Man, I appreciate y'all being in here with me today. Rose, Divine, X, Kate, Trey. Appreciate all y'all being a support. Appreciate the replay game. Appreciate all y'all, man. This don't happen without y'all, man. Be sure to hit that like button on the way out. Y'all have a good weekend. I'm gonna be back Monday at 4. Till next time, I'm G Honda. This is the Steelmatic Network. I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all keep it locked with me. Y'all have a great weekend.